Wow, look at all these great fragrances. Well, into the bin they go. I've noticed recently that my fragrance collection has become cluttered. I've always been a follower of minimalism naturally throughout my life. I think that the more we declutter our surroundings in the material way, the more we declutter our own minds. Always been a big believer of that, and you guys know that I actually store my entire collection under my bed because space is limited. I want to make some room for newer fragrances to review for you guys. So today we're going to go through 33 different fragrances, and that's not all of them that I'm going to remove. I'm going to do it more than that. I'm going through 33 of them in a quick, concise video. I'm going to tell you guys why I'm taking them out of my collection, so you guys know what you're getting into. So maybe I'll be warning some of you not to buy these fragrances. Let's get into it. Class is in session. Valentino Uomo. Since being reformulated, it does not perform well enough. YSL Eau Fresh. I don't find myself reaching for this when I already own the EDP. Coach for Men. A poor man's blue fragrance. Get Sauvage instead. Tobacco Original. An absolute classic, but it smells super outdated. CK1 Shock. Smells nice and is cheap, but performs terribly. D&G The One EDT. Don't need this if you own the EDP. D&G The One EDP Intense. Don't need this if you own the EDP, plus this is difficult to know when to wear. Risasi Alwissam Day. Fantastic silver mountain water cologne, but you don't need this if you already own Club de Nuit Sillage. John Varvatos Dark Rebel Rider. This is too synthetic. There are other better leather fragrances. The original L'Eau d'Issey. I know this is a classic, but it smells too synthetic and it's outdated. Giorgio Armani's Acqua di Gio Absolute. A nice fragrance, but I feel it takes the Invictus DNA and makes it more boring. I would prefer to wear Invictus. Another D&G The One, this time grey. Smells nice, but performs terribly. No point in buying this. You guys are seeing a theme here. Dolce & Gabbana needs to stop releasing so many flankers. Diesel, Only the Brave. Highly mainstream, simplistic and forgettable. Hugo Boss The Scent. Again, far too safe and mainstream. It doesn't justify a spot in the collection. Davidoff Zeno. The opening's too harsh, it's too synthetic. Beau de Jour exists. L'Eau d'Issey Intense. Too smoky, too synthetic, and too sharp, although it lasts a long time. Burberry's London. Love the smell, but even if you overspray, this performs terribly. The original Tommy Hilfiger. Too outdated and performs poorly. Jaguar Pace. Too cheap, too synthetic, and it's a black pepper overload. Lacoste L'Homme Intense. An interesting rhubarb note, but it doesn't perform. Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct. Nice melon opening, but it's too synthetic and doesn't perform. Azzaro Chrome Aqua. A minty aquatic that's too forgettable and doesn't perform. Spice Bomb Night Vision EDP. I simply don't think this smells that sexy. You don't need this if you own Wanted by Night. 212 Men Sexy. Not sexy, a poor man's Le Mal, just get Le Mal instead. Abercrombie & Fitch First Instinct Extreme. Too sharp, peppery and synthetic. Mont Blanc Legend. Smells cheap, outdated, it's a poor man's Sauvage in my opinion. Guerlain's Vetiver. It's too old man smelling, it's too outdated. Encre Noir. It's dark and different, but not in an appealing way in my opinion. It's too tricky to wear. Ralph Lauren Polo Red Intense. Interesting concept, but it doesn't perform. There are better fragrances out there. This is too forgettable. Drakkar Noir. A classic that doesn't give me more than 2 hours now and it smells outdated. Davidoff Hot Water. I only just bought this, but I'm throwing it out straight away. It's too forgettable and doesn't perform. And finally, YSL's L'Homme Ultime. It's not a bad fragrance, but in my opinion, it's too sharp, too linear, and it competes with other similar fragrances that I think do it better. That concludes the video, guys. What do you think? Should I keep some of these? Let me know in the comments below if you think I'm being too hasty with throwing some of these out. I'd love to know, guys. What fragrances do you think you should throw out in your own collection to declutter? Remember, I'm very much pro minimalism in someone's life. Hopefully we'll have new fragrances to review for you guys very soon. Make sure to check out our other videos in the meantime. We'll see you in the next one. Class dismissed.